Okay, so this fraction is algebraic fractions. Okay, so we're just going to learn about all the simplification. Okay, cancel out the numbers or the like terms. Okay, so example for first question, 8 bracket PR bracket square, I can write as 8 P square R square divided by 40 P square Q R. Okay, based on this, right, we can cancel the numbers. 8 over 40 over 5 divided by 5. I get 5. 1 over 5. P square and P square cancel out. R square and R, I get R here, and then Q. Okay, 1, we don't write it as 1, we just write it as Q. This is your answer. Okay, now look at the second question. Okay, the second question, right, same thing I'll do. So 9x squared, 9 and 3, I'll divide it by 3. So this will be 3. X to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 6. So on top, none, I get 6. Okay, so I only have 1 over x. Okay, then on the right hand side, 2x plus y and 2x plus y. This is to the power of 5, this is to the power of 2. So I'll do 2x plus y to the power of 3. You can get this right. A5 divided by A2, I'll get A times A times A times A times A divided by A times A. So cancel, I get A3. Okay, this is A5 minus 2. This is the idea. Okay, now we look at the next question. Okay, this part, right, there are 3 terms already, but we are still doing the same thing. Okay, I just write down the terms first. 2a squared b cubed over 49c cubed times 3 over 8ab times 21b squared over 4ac. Notice, right, when I change the sign, what I do? I flip it around. Okay, when I change the sign, I flip it around. 21b squared becomes on top. 4ac becomes the denominator. Okay, I have this already, right? Now I do. Okay, if you're new, right, so we do the left-hand side, then we do on the right-hand side. So 2a squared over b cubed, 2 and 8 cancel out, become 4. A squared over a, so I can become a. B cubed over b, I can become b squared. So basically on top I have 3ab squared over 49 times 4. 49 times 4 times c cubed. Okay, so this part, right, you do not need to factorize, you don't need to do the multiplication first. You can just let it stay there. Okay, then afterwards, because you do not know whether you can cancel out the 4 or 49. Okay, so you just let it stay there. Then I do 21b squared over 4ac. Okay, now 3 and 4, nothing. 21 and 4, nothing. 21 and 49, yes, I have actually common factor of 7. So 3 times 7 and then 7. Okay, so I get what? 3. So on top, I get 9. Okay, A and A can cancel out. Okay, do the cancellation first. A and A numbers already, then we do the unknowns. So A and A can cancel. B squared. Okay, nothing to cancel at the bottom. So basically on top, I have 9 b to the power of 4. And then below, I have what? 4 times 7, 28 times 4. So 28 times 4. 24. No. Sorry. Okay, 28 times 4. 32. 112. So 112 at the bottom is a number. C cubed times C, so it's C to the power of 4. This is my answer. Okay, now we go to the next one. Okay, this one, okay. Now for this one, right, whenever you see algebraic fractions, right, what you need to do is you need to simplify. Example, okay, I can take out the common factors, right? Then I will take out the common factors. Example here, I actually have a common factor for 6b squared minus 9ab. The common factor is 3b. 3b times 2b minus 3a. This is my denominator. So I can write down 3a minus 2b squared over 3b times 2b minus 3a. Now, can I still further cancel? Okay, at first glance, you don't see anything to cancel. But you can actually realize what? You can actually realize that 3a minus 2b, 2b minus 3a is just you flipping the sign. Okay, idea here, a minus b equals to negative b minus a. Okay, so you flip it around, right? And you put a negative in front. When you flip the sign, you put a negative in front. Whenever you put a negative sign in front, right, you will flip it. Example, c minus d. Okay, when I put a negative in front, right, I'll get negative c plus d. Okay, c minus d, I becomes negative c plus d. Plus c becomes minus c. Minus d becomes plus c. So you change the sign by putting a negative in front of the whole thing. Okay, so in this case, right, 2b minus 3a, I can also write as negative 2b minus 3a, can write as negative 3a minus 2b. Can you see? Okay, so 3a minus 2b squared over 3b, and then negative 3a minus 2b. Okay. Remember, this is still multiplication. This whole thing is 2b minus 3a. So I get 3a minus 2b, 3a minus 2b, so I can cancel out 1. So 3a minus 2b on top, and then below a negative 3. Okay. Okay. Now we look at the next part. Okay. Skills recall. Okay. This, what we can do is we want to factorize it. Okay, factorization. Okay, just recap. 3m squared minus 2 minus 5m. Okay, this is my cross multiplication. 3m and n. Okay, so what to get a 2? I can get a 2 times 1. Okay, so m, 3m times 2, I get 6m. If I want they combine to become negative 5m, I need a negative 6. So negative 6, so this is negative 2. So eventually I should get 3m, okay, this is a plus 1 times m minus 2. So this is my factorized form. Okay, for this one, okay, how do we do? How do we factorize it? Okay, basically, right, can you notice that this is a squared minus b squared, which is your algebra identity root 3. Okay, a squared minus b squared, I get a plus b times a minus b. Okay, so, okay, now a squared minus b squared. Okay, I know that is 2x squared minus y squared. Now, if you can't see what is your a, right, you can do this. 4x squared equals to a squared. So when I square root it, I get my 2x equals to a. So I know my a is 2x, so I just sub it. So 2x squared minus y squared equals to plus y, 2x minus y. Okay? A is 2x. A is 2x. Okay? Then your b is y. B is y. Plus y minus 1. Okay, then you get your answer already. Okay, so very important skill for you to use is number 1, normal factorization. And number 2, all the rules, not only rule 3, okay, all the rules. Rule 1, rule 2, and rule 3. Rule 1, a plus b squared. Rule 2, a minus b squared. Rule 3, a squared minus b squared. So this one, just recap. Okay, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. A plus b, a minus b. That's it. Okay, let me see if I'm recording. Okay, good, I'm recording. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's continue on. Okay, so this is a question, right? 7y plus 3 divided by bracket 5y minus 4 squared. That's 15y minus 12 over 3. Okay, so right now, okay, so first we write down the term first. Then this part we can actually simplify. So whenever you see algebraic fractions, right, the first thing you do is to do factorization. Okay, so I have 15y minus 12, common factor is 3, so 3 bracket 5y minus 4. So cancel out the 3, then I get 5y minus 4. Okay, 5y minus 4 on top, below I have 5y minus 4 square, so I can cancel out on top the 1. Then the below I left only 1, so 5y minus 4 and 3y plus 3. That's it. Okay, now we go to the next one. Okay, factorize using algebraic identities, rule number 3. Okay, this one, as you can see, is actually the a square minus b square form. Same thing. How do I find that a is actually 9m squared, so square root. I'll get my a equals to 3m. Then 1. Okay, so basically your b is just 1. Okay, so 3m plus 1 bracket 3m minus 1. Then the below, you just do factorization using your cross method or multiplication frame. And then eventually you get 3m plus 1 times m minus 2. So you can cancel out the 3m plus 1 and your final answer will just be 3m minus 1 divided by m minus 2. Okay, this one done already, right? Then we try to do questions. Okay, same thing. Remember, right, when we do algebraic fractions, we always pull out the common factor. 3m squared plus mn, common factor m. 3m plus n divided by this one. How do I do? If I can't see the common factor, right, then I'm going to do factorization or using my algebraic rule. This one, we can see is actually the a squared minus b squared. So I'll do 2x plus y, 2x minus y. Okay, divide. If I see divide, I'll do become times. I'll change the sign, become times, and then I need to flip it. So 8x squared minus 4xy over 12mn plus 4n squared. Okay, this one we haven't done yet. Okay, we cannot actually cancel out because they are not in multiplications. So I'll do m, 3m plus n divided by 2x plus y, 2x minus y times. Okay, this one again, we can factorize out the common factor, which is 4x. So I get 2x minus y divided by 12mn plus 4n squared, common factor 4n, 3m plus n. Okay, now it's clear already, right? At 3m plus n, cancel. 4 and 4, cancel. 2x minus y, cancel. I get what? mx over 2x plus y times n. This is my final answer. Okay, simple. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Okay, treating the fraction as a divide function. Okay, so let's observe what the steps are. Okay, first, 1 minus 1 over x, I make them into the same denominator. 1 right, times x times x. So that's why I get x minus 1 over x here. Okay, x minus 1 over x here. And then the below one, the same thing, 1 times x squared times x squared. So I get my x squared minus 1 divided by x squared. Okay, so I have the two terms here. I can write it as x minus 1 over x divided by x squared minus 1 over x squared. So when you divide, when you change the sign, you're just gonna flip it around. X squared on at the bottom become x squared on top, vice versa. Okay, now we have this already, right? X squared minus 1, notice that it is again an a squared minus b squared form. So I do a equals to x, b equals to 1, I get x minus 1, x plus 1. So x minus 1 cancel out, x squared and x cancel out, and then I left x over x plus 1. Simple. Okay, now we move on. Okay, same thing. We do the on top and then on top divided by the below. Okay, so first I have 2 over a plus 3 over b divided by 5 over b minus 1 over a. Okay, so this one, 2 over a plus 3 over b, same thing. If I want to do the addition, I need to see the common denominator. Okay, like 1 over 4 plus 1 over 3, common denominator, nothing, times 4 times 3. Okay, so I get what? 3 over 12 plus 4 over 12. Okay. Below times 4, on top also times 4, because 1 over 3 times 4 over 4, just 1 over 3 times 1. Okay, by doing this, right, you're still making it the same thing. Okay, even if you times 4, right, because on top also times 4, basically it's still 1 over 3. Okay, that's the idea. So times 3 here, times 3 here. So I get 3 over 12 plus 4 over 12, I get 7 over 12. That's the idea. So in this case, the same thing. A times B times A. Okay, I want a common denominator to be AB. So I get times B times A. 2B divided B is B. Okay, 2B plus 3A. Divide. Change sign, I need to flip. Okay, AB cancel. 2B plus 3A over 5A minus B as my final answer. Okay. Okay, now into the next question. What do we have? Okay, same thing here. Divide. So I will just do multiply and then I will change, I will flip it. Okay, so first I'll write down the terms first. Okay, 4x minus 4y. Always remember when we do algebraic fractions, we try to factorize or simplify. So 4x minus 4y can do 4x minus y. Okay, then the rest divided become times 1 over 9x minus 9y. Again, I have a common factor, 9, take it out, x minus y. Okay, so what do I get? Okay, okay, easy, we want to flip it. So 9x minus y here, and then 1 here. Okay for you? Okay. Now we have this x minus y and x minus y cancel out. Okay, 4x minus 1 times 9 over 4. Okay, can write as 9x minus 9 over 4. That's it. Okay, now we do the next question. Same thing. Okay, now 3x. If you see a quadratic function, you can always think of ways, right? You can always think of, okay, you must always link to factorize it. So x squared minus 2x plus 1, just x minus 1, x minus 1. So x minus 1, x minus 1 times 2 over x squared. Okay, now divide become multiplication and I need to flip it. So x minus 1 over 1. Now we cancel the like terms. X minus 1 cancel. X here, x here. So above I have x squared, below also x squared. So cancel the x, all the x terms. So on top is 6 and then below is x minus 1. That's it. Okay. Okay, now we do the next question. Okay, y squared minus 14. Okay, 16. How do we factorize it? Okay, basically it's just a squared minus b squared. So the a squared minus b squared equals to 16. So b is equals to 4. Okay, so I have my y plus 4, y minus 4 divided by 2y squared minus 12y plus 16. Same thing is a quadratic function. We can try to factorize it. But before we factorize it, we take out the common factor first, which is 2. So 2 times y squared minus 6y plus 8. And do 2 times y minus 4, y minus 2. Okay, this is the things that you're going to write on below. Minus 4, y minus 2. Okay, now, not the end yet. I still need to times, okay, flip it, y minus 2 and 2. Okay, okay, let me try to rearrange it. Okay, so this one, okay, just cancel out. Okay, I want them to on the same line. Okay, and 2. Okay, because we flip it already. Right, so y minus 1, y minus 2 cancel. Y minus 4 and y minus 4 again cancel. On top, y plus 4 divided by 4. Okay for you? Okay, okay. Over 4 plus 1 also can. Now we move to the next question. Okay, the next part is adding and subtracting of fractions, like what we see just now, like 1/3 and 1/4. I just make them become the same denominator. Same thing here. Okay, this one, right, you can't see it, like you can't see it. So what you need to do is first you write it down and then you factorize anything that you can factorize. So I get 1/x plus 5 times x minus 5. Okay. And then what do we do? Okay, now a skill for you to take note. Okay, x minus 5. Okay, let me do this. 1/x plus 5, x minus 5, plus 3x over 2, 5 minus x. Okay, just to take note for, okay, just for you to take note, right? X minus 5. Okay, if I have if I have 5 minus x, okay, and if I put a negative in front, what will happen? If I put a negative in front, right, I'll become negative x minus 5. Can you see this? No, don't do this. Okay. Negative bracket 5 minus x, right? Negative 5 plus x. Okay, right, that's x minus 5. Okay, so when I have 5 minus x, if I want to change it into opposite signs, right? I just put a negative in front. So 5 minus x, I can write as 3x over 2 times negative x minus 5. Can you see this part? Then plus 1/x plus 5, x minus 5. Okay, now if I have this, okay, if I have a minus b, and then I have b minus a. Okay, if I want them to equal to each other, I can do minus a minus b. Okay. A minus b. If I want to flip it into this, right, I will put just a negative in front. Then I can get negative a plus b, which is equal to my b minus a. Okay, so what you need to do is just to put a negative sign in front, then basically your signs will flip already. Okay for you? Okay, so this one okay, huh? Okay, so 1/x minus 5, x plus 5. So we come back to this. 2 times 5 minus x, right? I can write as negative 5 minus x, right? I can write as negative x minus 5. Okay, so basically I write as 1/x plus 5, x minus 5, and negative 3x over 2, x minus 5. Okay, the negative, right? Okay, if I have 1/2 over negative 1 versus 2 over negative 1. Basically, they gave me the same answer. Okay, so if it is a multiplied number, right, I can just take it up and then put outside. Okay, so I get this. So this is where I come back to here. Okay, now I have this already, right? You realize what? X minus 5 is the like term. Okay, if I 1/AB minus 1/BC. Okay, I want them to have a common denominator. I will do ABC. Can see, right? So for this one, my common denominator is x minus 5. So I must have the resulting fraction must have x minus 5. And then I also must have a 2 because one of them have a 2. Then I also have the x minus 5, x plus 5. This is my final result. Okay, this is the things that I will see in my final answer. Okay, so here, okay, x plus 5, x minus 5. I still like a 2, so I times 2 times 2. Here, 2 and x minus 5. So I like an x plus 5. So I do x plus 5. X plus 5. Okay, times 2 here, times 2 here. Times x plus 5 here and times x plus 5 here. Okay, so I just do accordingly. 2 and then minus. This whole thing is minus. So this whole thing is this one. Okay. So 2 minus 3x times x, I get minus 3x squared. Minus 3x times 5, I get minus 15x. So this will eventually be my final answer, divided by the common denominator that we have already taken into account, all the factors of each fraction. Okay, ready? Okay, this one done already, right? Okay, then we look at the next question. Okay, now we have this 1 over 3 bracket x plus 2 and 4 over x minus 5. So what should be at the bottom? What should be our denominator? I should have a 3. I should have a x plus 2. I should have a x minus 5. Okay, so just number 1, I have x 3 and x plus 2. So I just do times x minus 5 times x minus 5. Okay, this part I have x minus 5. So I will do times 3 times x plus 2 times 3 times x plus 2. Okay, 1 x minus 5 divided by 3 x plus 2 x minus 5 plus 4 times 3 times x plus 2. Okay, 4 times 3 is just 12, so I'll write down 12 first. So 12, 3, x plus 2, x minus 5. So you can see, right, they have the same denominator already, so we can actually combine them together. So x minus 5 plus 12x plus 24 divided by 3 x plus 2 x minus 5. And then I'll get 13x plus 19 over 3 x plus 2 x minus 5 as my final answer. Okay, now we look at the next question. The next question, same thing, 5x over 2x minus y. The first step is always to try to see if anything you can factorize. Okay, 3y over 5. Y minus 2x. Okay, do you notice that 2x minus y and y minus 2x, they are just opposite sides? So I want to keep the first one, so 5x over 2x minus y, I can do minus 3y over 5 minus 2x minus y. Okay, when I want to flip it, I just put a negative in front, then can already. So 5x over 2x minus y, minus times minus, I can plus 3y 5 2x minus y. So I now have 2x minus y at the bottom. So what do I need to do? Okay, realize, right, the common denominator. Okay, the final answer, right, should have the denominator 5 times 2x minus y. So that 2x minus y both have, but 5 I need to times 5 here. So this is my final answer. Okay. Now we move on. Okay, more questions here. Okay, same thing. The first step is just for us to write down the factors. So x squared minus 4 again is a squared minus b squared. So write as a plus, x plus 2, x minus 2, plus 1 over 2 minus x. Okay, 2 minus x. Okay, I'll compare with which one? X minus 2. So I can do 4 over x plus 2, x minus 2 minus 1 over x minus 2. Okay, basically, right, is I put a negative here, but I can also put it outside here. Okay, but if a negative 1 over 2 minus x. If I put it, what I want to say, right, is well, negative 1 over 2 minus x, I can write as negative 1 over negative x minus 2, because I want x minus 2 to be my denominator. So negative, negative, I become 1 over x plus x minus 2, positive in front. Okay, this is just example. Okay, so what do I get here? Okay, x minus 2, x plus 2. So this one I times x plus 2. Whole thing times x plus 2. And then I'll get 4 minus x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 x minus 2, and I get 4 minus x minus 2 divided by x plus 2, x minus 2, which is 4 minus 2 is just 2. Okay, just 2 minus x. This will be my final answer. Okay, for this one, okay, easy. This one, right? What will be my final denominator? X squared y. So this one times x, this one times y, times y times x. Okay, to take note, right, is 3 minus y times x. Okay, the whole thing times x, not just the y times x. Okay, the whole thing is times x divided by x squared y plus x plus 2 times y divided by x squared y. Okay, since they have the same denominator, I can just combine them on top one. So 3x minus xy plus xy plus 2y divided by x squared y. Minus xy plus xy cancel out. 3x plus 2y over x squared y. That's my final answer. Okay, now we move on. Okay, I have this part. Okay, same thing, right? I will just do 4 over p minus 2 minus 7 to 2 minus p plus 5 over 3 p plus 2. Okay, now which is the common one? P plus 2, p minus 2. P minus 2 and 2 minus p. Okay, they are just swapping. Okay, so I get 4. Okay, first, okay, write out first. 4 over p minus 2. Well, if I want to make it into 2 minus p, if I want to make it into p minus 2, I just put a negative in front. Okay, so negative 7 over 2, negative 2 minus p, and plus 5 over 3, p plus 2. Same thing, negative and negative, I can become a positive. So 4 over p minus 2 plus 7 over 2 p minus 2. Sorry, this one is, it must be p minus 2. Right, I put a negative sign because I already changed the position. 2 minus p become p minus 2 already, so I put a negative sign. Okay, so negative and negative becomes a positive. This is where we get this. Okay, plus 5 over 3 p plus 2. Okay, now, what are the denominators? P minus 2, 2, 3, p plus 2. Okay, so I just write down. Okay, p minus 2, right? I need to do what? Times 6 p plus 2. 6 p plus 2. Okay, this one, 2 and p minus 2. So I have 3 p plus 2. 3 p plus 2. 3 p plus 2. And then the last one, 3 and p plus 2. Okay, so what do I get? 4 times 6, 24, p plus 2 plus 7. Okay, 7 times 3 is 21. Right now, 21. Okay, 5 times 2 is 10, p minus 2 over p minus 2, 6, p plus 2. Okay, then what do I get? 24 and 21, p plus 2. Okay, 25 p plus 2 plus 10 p minus 2. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, now look at the next question. Okay, same thing, just do 4 over 3 plus 4x plus 5 over 9 minus 16x squared. Okay, same thing, it's again an a squared minus b squared. If you can't see, same thing, 9 equals to a squared. 9a equals to 3 equals to a. Okay, 16x squared equals to b squared. So 4x equals to b. Okay, so 3 and 4x. So 3 plus 4x, 3 minus 4x, minus 2 over 4x minus 3. Okay, so I have this already. Now, can we see any like denominator first? 3 plus 4x. I have 3 minus 4x and 4x minus 3. All right. Okay. So same thing. I can just flip the sign. Okay, I can write it as what? This part, I can write it as 2 over negative 3 minus 4x. Okay, and because I have a negative in front, right? This part I can write as plus 2 over 3 minus 4x. You can see the idea, right? This change into this here. Okay, this change into this and negative, I become a positive. Negative. It's positive. So eventually I get it here. Okay, so I just copy down the rest for plus 2 over 3 minus 4x. Okay, same thing. What is the common denominator? When we're going to combine, we have to have the common denominator. So I want it to be 3 plus 4x, 3 minus 4x. Okay, the first one, I still like 3 minus 4x. The second one, all good already. And the last one also need 3 plus 4x. Okay, remember when we do the multiplication, right, it's basically this one is bracketed. Okay, the whole thing is bracketed. The whole thing is bracketed. So I get mine. Okay, first one I get by 4, 3 minus 4x plus 5 plus 2 times 3 plus 4x divided by 3 minus 4x, 3 plus 4x. Okay? Okay, this is already right. Then we just do the expansion. So you basically just open up the bracket. So 12 minus 16x plus 5 plus 6 plus 8x divided by 3 minus 4x, 3 plus 4x. Okay, so what do we have? Minus 16x, 8x. So minus 5 plus 6, 11, 12, 23 divided by. Okay, this is your answer. Okay. Okay, now we do the next question. Okay, this one, right? Same thing. If I see that there is a common, not say common factor, okay. When we do this, right, we'll always, the first step is always to try to factorize as much as possible. So 2d and 4f are just 2d minus 2f plus 7, 4, 2f minus d. Okay, d minus 2f, 2f minus d. You just swap the numbers. Okay, when you swap or swap the signs, you just make it becomes negative. So 9 over 2 d minus 2f minus 7 over 4 d minus 2f. Okay, eventually, okay, Do I have the same denominator yet? Okay, I need 2 times 2 here. Okay, so I should get a 4d minus 2f as the denominator. So I need to times 2 for the first one. So 18 minus 7 over 4d minus 2f, and I get 11 over 4d minus 2f. That's it. Okay, now we go to the next question. Okay, this again, same thing here. Factorize. Okay, do the factorization, whatever, as much as possible. P plus 4, P minus 1. Minus 1 over P plus 4. Can see? Okay, got this already, right? Okay, easy, just make it into times P minus 1. P minus 1. 1 minus 1, P minus 1 over P plus 4, P minus 4, P minus 1, you get 1 minus P plus 1 over P plus 4, P minus 1. 2 minus P over P plus 4, P minus 1. That's it. Okay, now we go to the next question. Okay, we are done.